Yo, what's up everybody? It's been roughly 24 hours since my last video, and that's about the time I started this character. This is my Bing 2 Stormbringer build, and you'll see why I call it that in a minute. We're currently at time mark 7, working towards 8s. It's zoomed through the campaign and all of this really fast. Luckily I was able to buy a bunch of energy and other stuff for leveling, but besides the point, the build is really crazy, and for a second character it's perfect. Very off meta right now, nobody's playing this skill, so I thought this would be a fun one to mess around with, and I hope you guys enjoy the preview. So yeah, as you guys can see from that showcase, this build is really crazy right now, and it's only getting better. I'm going to show you the DPS on the dummy real quick. And that is only with one good weapon, and it's mediocre at best. So let me show you what that looks like real quick. This is our kind of bad weapon. It's okay, but could be a lot better like this, which is what we're working with here, trying to craft it. Rings looking like this, trying to get a better one. Item level 86 would be great. Trying to craft my max spellburst belt. Also want to craft a curse on hit amulet. I like using brainwave emitter for the +1 max spell burst, but there's probably better out there. That's the chest, the gloves, the boots. They could all be a lot better still. Just working with what I got. We're level 90 right now, and we have capped resistances. So this build is kind of tanky for how much damage we're getting. This is the skill setup. This is needed to enable Bing 2 to use the build. And honestly, control spells a lot more damage, like numerically, but I believe increased area helps overall with the spell ripple that we get. This skill helps with our AoE and damage, so that gives us a bunch of that. And I like high voltage because of the numbed effect, and we're going to be changing the numbed effect through a legendary Divinity slate, which I'll get into. Same force start setup as the other character. Speed Phantom with Psychic Surge for extra spell burst, additional hit damage. That helps with Ripple. We have Arcane Circle and Secret Origin Unleash, so that we have 2 Empower skills always up, and those are with Preparation and Duration cooldown, so that they're just always up. Summon Thunder Magus. We can't get 2 Maguses right now on the build, so I'm using Protection Field on this one. Precise Swiftness helps with our move speed. I like having a ton of move speed on this build. It just helps us zoom. Spell Amp and Precise Electric Conversion. If you can get Precise Spell Amp, go for it. I'm using the same hero memories as my last build. I just figured it'd be easy. We're going with the move speed side of this passive. The Whimsy part of this passive. When Ingenuity Essence reaches 100, it auto-triggers my Overload, which casts a bunch of spell-bursted storms. After a 1-second delay, the Whimsy Explosion creates an additional explosion that eliminates enemies with less than 15% life within 12 meters, and it restores 5 additional Whimsy Essence for each enemy affected by Whimsy Signal that's defeated. I don't know if that's really that good, because I just kill stuff with the lightning, but it might be helping. And then this is the reason we use the 2 Empower skills and 1 defensive skill, is to always have the extra +1 max spell burst. Similar sort of Pactspirit setup, and we're gonna change our cast speed stuff to spell damage or intellect. That would just be a lot stronger for this. We don't need cast speed at all in this build, and the reason why is we drop all the other passives here in Magister, which would have been the cast speed applies to charge recovery. However, we don't need that in this setup because we're recharging just as fast as our spell gets its cooldown up. So I use Spell Ripple here, right here in particular, so you get the defense here, move speed here, and move speed here. I figured that would be the best since I'm planning to get these passives and these passives eventually. I also want to try to get this, and we need to get these passives as soon as possible so I can get my other Spirit Magus. But these are the passives I'm using so far. Like I said, we're going to try to get Conductive. The slate in particular is what I'm trying to get. Speaking of slates, this is what we have so far. We have this for some damage and energy shield. This gives us intelligence and damage with energy shield. Flat damage is really good on this build. Regain is very good as well since we hit a lot, and we get some extra damage here with Focus Blessing. Duration as well, that all helps. Move speed skill area is really good, damage of course, and then skill effect duration and cooldown recovery speed's nice since we stacked that in the build as well. Over here in Lich, there's duration here, cooldown here, and we get extra charge here. That's the current setup. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna push this a little bit further and see if I can take it to tier 8s and then finish the build video there. I'm going to try to do some PoE 2 next for my next video. However, I also have Arc Raiders coming up, and I'm going to be doing content on that as well. So we'll see what happens. That is coming, don't worry. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you like the builds. I'm trying to do like unique ideas for every character that I play, so hopefully you like it. Might not be the best, but should be interesting at least. Alright. Catch you guys in the next video. See ya.